And where do you look?
Well, exactly. And so, when you get involved in self-development, then, of course, what it does, it makes you aware of yourself and who you are. And, of course, everybody is made up of many, many aspects, you see. So when you become conscious of self, what you do is you establish this strong magnetism, and it starts pulling in all these different aspects of yourself that were put over there for a while because you had other priorities. So self-development, in that sense, brings a whole new meaning to pulling yourself together, because you're really literally pulling in all those cells, which of course is what you're doing at this point. And as you do so, you're waking up your mind again. You're waking up your feelings, your emotions. You're waking up the dreams and the visions and the possibilities. And as you do so, you're also realizing what's realistic for you now. So you have to be sensible about it. And so, what your dreams are when you're 30 are different from who you are now.
Yes.
And so you have to recognize also that there are some things that, that's probably impossible now. Simply because it's just not in my horizon, or it's not in my story. I don't want it to be in my story. And so I feel excited for you because you have all these choices. And so it's not uncharted territory, because remember, everything is out there for you. But it's more a matter of, well, based on where I'm standing right now, what makes sense to me? And that's where you pursue your ideas. And you could do more study on lots of things. I mean, I think you're quite an academic person. So you've got a lot of qualities and abilities in that sense. And someone's saying you could go into research. So there's just all these different angles.
Yeah.
But
thinking about the research.
Yeah. But what you've got to do is that you've got to ensure that you really want to be God doing it that way. And I just feel when I look in your order that you're a little bit worried and a bit fearful. And there's no point in engaging. That is counterproductive. So I would say own your fear and all that, but then you've got to realize, hang on, I have my moment, and I'll just stand still. And then at the moment, with where I'm standing, what are my ideas? What makes sense to me? What's the best direction just at this particular point? Because I feel that you're too much trying to look at the bigger picture. Yes. I feel that you're trying to see the rest of your life. And it's more about the rest of the day at the moment rather than the rest of your life. I mean, no pressure. and so, the thing is that, it's not about, I've got to figure this out. It's more a matter of, right, I'm God in a woman's body. I've got power. So at the moment, where it really comes down to is the best arrangements that I can make for myself just at the moment. So it calls in the position, of your ideas and all that. But again, pick it up on your fear. Oh, what do I do? Or where do I go? How's it going to work? And also it's like, I don't want to let anyone down. So you've got all that vibration. So you're carrying frequency that's not necessary. And the thing is, you know better. It's like that glass of water there. Imagine that's all the things we've just been talking about that you don't like. So it's just there. It's in the way. So of course, a lot of human beings would think, oh gosh, that's in the way. I've got to do something to get rid of that. I've got to do something to get that far out of my way. So you put pressure on yourself and you go out of your way to remove that. Whereas what I would think is that, oh yeah, that's in the way. Okay, I'll just do the simplest thing. I'll just move it over here. So it's just cleared the way. Oh, that was easy. But you see, a lot of people think, oh, but it's still there. It's going to distract me. But it will only distract you if you pay attention to it, if you let it distract you. So that's why everything's always going to be there. So you've cleared the way, and then instead what you do is you decide, well, what do I need to put there at the moment? I need to put peace of mind. I need to stand still and be quiet. I need to relax with the fact that I'm a creator. And I don't need to go and work anything up. But I need to observe from this clear space. And from that point, then I start recognizing the ideas that seem to come naturally to me. And then what do I do is I take those ideas and I investigate them. I pursue them. And as I pursue them, then I'll get feelings around that. And sometimes the feeling will go, oh no, you don't want to do that. And other times it'll go, oh, yeah, check that out. There's more there for you. So invariably you get to the point where it's like, oh yeah. And then, because you're creating a magnetism around you, you start attracting ways of reinforcing your ideas and your feelings and encouraging your feelings and ideas. And Of course, Dad over there occasionally tries to wave at you and go, "Hi, how are you? Come and have coffee," and all that sort of stuff. And when you're in a down place, that's when you listen to that. And that's when you suddenly allow yourself to be overwhelmed again. So you don't need a relationship with that part of you anymore. And that's where this is such a important time for you to create an idea of what you choose to be now. And as you look at the idea of that, then every day build on that. And without trying to, look at the rest of your life. Just build on it. And then as you build on that, then you'll gain more confidence, you'll gain more clarity, you won't need to sort it out in your head. You just allow yourself to think, well, I'm dismantling what was, I'm standing in what is, and what I've got in front of me is everything. And of course you will get encouragement from source power, from spirit, from your family, from opportunities all around you. So it's a good place, but it's an exciting place and a changing place. And also too, you've got to allow yourself to realize that as you do evolve, you have to let people know, well, this is who I am now. This is what I'm becoming, this is how I'm changing, this is how I'm evolving. So that they're able to make the differences and the changes, etc. And so of course, don't forget that when you move into new experiences, you automatically bring about a certain energy that goes with that experience. So you will have a certain energy that goes with the changes that you're making. You have a specific energy that's around you now, as you do. And with that also comes specific forms of guidance that are all to do with that phase, as they say, of your life. And one of the things that comes to my thoughts is the importance of all of you being aware of what seems to be the natural order that would make sense to me. And it again doesn't mean that there's anything to sort out. It's like, what makes sense to me? Ideas, feelings. One just feels the spontaneity of one's vibration and energy. So when you're in a vibration like that, you realize that, well, this is exactly for this time and this space. And that's why, just saying again to yourself, that when you move away from what was, you have to ensure that you say bye to what was. And that's where it's actually quite a good little exercise to do as individuals. So, who you were before you were pregnant, who you were before your life shifted and changed, you're not those people anymore. So what you would do is that you could do several things. You could write a letter to that part of you. You could do it in a meditation, just do it in a thought as you're going for a walk, and just say to that part of you, bye. Thank you so much for being who I was, but now I've moved into this new phase, and now this is who I am, and this is what I think, and this is what I feel. And it's the gear change. You've got to be able to do that. And not just in major events of your life, but even like before you leave New Zealand to go back home. You would say to your body, we're heading back to South Africa. And we're just moving away from the New Zealand energy for the moment. So I just want to thank the New Zealand energy for everything it's given to me, and the time I had here, and the wisdom it offered me, and the love that I was given, and whatever else you want to say. And then you say to your body and your mind, right, we're heading back home, and so we need to move into this energy, but it's different now, because I'm different. And when you get involved in the what is, then you realize that there's really no need for distractions in any way whatsoever. And so this is a time to be conscious of, if there are distractions, why have you allowed yourself to be involved in those? If there are areas of your life which are counterproductive, well then what is it that you're not thinking and not feeling? What is it that you're not focusing on that is productive? Because you don't have to look at what's not productive and try to work it out. I've always thought, well, isn't it best to look at what's more productive? Turn the volume up on that. And by being more powerful, more focused, more clear, more successful, etc., then you realize that you can overshadow that area of unproductivity, as opposed to, I've got to work that out, and I've got to change that, or I've got to focus on that before I can be more productive. And so that's why I always believe it's about always focus on what's the best and what's the greatest and what's most powerful.